Today's collectible spots, we are having a look at the NECA Toys Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning, Replica Jason Mask. There's a certain error to what I just said. It's not obviously quite Jason's mask. I'm sure everybody knows. It's Roy's mask, Roy Jason, featured as the main antagonist in Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. NECA has already given us several different replica masks. Now, Roy's Jason is now added to that collection. Indicated at the top corner, this is not a toy. It's recommended for ages 17 and up. It also comes packaged in the same packaging as the other ones that we received. The side indicates, though, the remake Jason, which is not quite right. I wish they kind of would have put a Part 5 poster or something on the side, just kind of, again, adding to the element that this is from Part 5. The back, nothing, no read-up or anything, but you do see the back side of the mask itself, with also NECA's website indicated at www.necaonline.com. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. When we come back, though, we're going to get a better look at the NECA Toys Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning, Replica Mask. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so now that we've gone ahead and opened up the mask from its packaging, let's get a better look at it. Now, obviously, Spot's going to mention this at the beginning of this review. These masks in general, when it comes to the NECA releases, are an issue of debate. On the one end of it, if you are a high-end Jason mask collector who is more to the intricacies of every little detail on the mask matching that of the scene or the movie in general of that, required sequel, this mask is not for you. Not at all. If you are, though, a casual collector and somebody wants a fairly affordable means of picking up a mask from one of your favorite Friday 13th, or really picking up all of these, this is a mask for you. And I, again, can't stress that enough, because I know as passionate as collectors are out there, sometimes we require more. Everything has to be exact. I've read comments from previous videos that I've done of some of the NECA masks, and, very passionate collectors out there indicating, no, this does not look like it does in the movie, and if you freeze whatever scene, Jason's mask clearly does not look like this. Well, again, it's not necessarily a mask that's catered then for you. Personally as well, this is one of Spot's favorite Friday the 13th movies, even though it doesn't necessarily have Jason represented as the main villain in the movie. It is Roy. And there's just something about Friday the 13th Part 5 between the deaths as one of the more interesting deaths in all the franchise library. But I also really like the mask because it was a very different departure from the previous Jason masks that we saw. Gone was the middle triangular chevron in between the eyes. Gone, of course, was the markings on the side. Instead, what we got was a very bold, dramatic triangle running down the cheek portions of the mask. Now, looking at the mask, looking at what NECA has done to it, I have to say that they've added a lot more paint to the Part 5 mask to which they have in previous entries. Case in point, reaching off camera, you probably hear my voice leaving the frame for a second. Previously, we've already had a look at the Part 3 mask. I will say as well, as a testament to NECA, their paint quality and just the amount of care into the masks have elevated considerably from what we got with Part 3's mask to now Part 5's Roy. Now, the mask is also a lot bigger than Part 3's. In fact, if I line the mask eyes on it, you can see how much more of the Roy mask sticks out from the sides. You could probably argue, well, the mask doesn't quite have that shape. No, it probably does not. It does not also maybe have this excessive amount of wash to it. It almost as if they added just this additional brown wash to the mask. I, again, personally like it. I have enough replica masks that are more accurate to the movie, but I do like the quality of this mask quite a bit, actually. Now, the mask on the back here of part 3, not 100% accurate. At least this mask is a little bit more to the liking of what Roy's mask was in the movie, with the elasticized strap on the back. It's also a prime shape, personally as well, that if they were to continue giving us Jason masks, this mask, perfect for a part 3 and a part 4 by its oval nature, almost more of a teardrop nature. The Roy mask, on the other hand, because it has a more rounder shape to it, it would fit better for future releases of, let's say, a Jason Lives Part 6 mask, or even a Jason Takes Manhattan Part 8 mask, because those masks were a lot rounder in size. Some little also details too might be overlooked, but they've got some blue little splatters of paint here on the outer rim of the mask. Got some drip marks there as well. Some on there on the side, and also noted at the top. Now again, it's not 100% accurate, but they did actually do a pretty good job of leaving the little corner of the chevron removed from the mask. Now it doesn't have that elevated feel that, you know, a taped portion of a chevron would have been on an actual mask. Instead, what they've done is it looks like they've almost outlined the area on the mask, to which then they've gone in and painted it. So it seems like it's one consistent surface, no matter whether you are looking at the mask or you're looking at the chevron portion of the mask. It is also a much thicker mask as well than perhaps some of the fiberglass masks that we've looked at on this channel. Once again, NECA on the back, www.necaonline.com as well. It is a wearable mask, I suppose, to some regards, but it's a much heavier mask as well. Judging also by the thickness of this too, I would imagine between this and the likes of a fiberglass mask, if this was to fall from a higher surface, it could crack, it could damage. So, you know, when displaying this, factor those elements in mind as well. All around, it's a good mask. I'm happy that I was able to pick it up. I do like what NECA has done with it. And even though it's not 100% screen accurate, it's actually a really good mask for just the amount of paint and aging and stuff that they've done to it. Roy's mask may not have to that extent the excessive amount of like weathering and wash to it. But I think NECA did a good job on this, and I defend personally the releases of these masks. If you're a high-end collector and nitpicks every little thing, the mask has to look like this. If you freeze the frame on the movie at 6:35, you'll see the mask does not look like this. Clearly, this is not a mask for you. This is for somebody that can pick up a mask for about I think these are about $30 to $50, depending on where you do find them. Comic book stores, retail stores, you can find these as well. This is a much more affordable means still to get a pretty decent looking mask that you can put on display. Today's collectible spot, we were finally having a look. I got some requests to do this. Today we're having a look at the NECA Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. This was the Roy Jason mask. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more collectible spots heading your way. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.